Coaches and leaders have to be teachable. The day we stop learning is the day we start being within ourselves and being self-absorbed and not being able to listen to the client. Welcome to Coach James Slice. My name is Jedi. I'm going to take you on this little journey to explore, what it means to have a teachable spirit. Now, far too often in life, when we gain a particular knowledge, we always want to show to other people that, hey, I kind of know this knowledge. I already understand this. So it's very, very quick when people say, I know that. I've heard that before. I heard it 1,000 different times. Very much like today, people are still using the word VUCA for a volatile, uncertain world. And I've heard it again and again and again. And this term has been coined since in the 1995. And why are we still using VUCA today? So sometimes when we hear such things, we say, hey, you know what? I've heard it 1,000 different times. And automatically our listening ability has shut. And we become in a state, or we fall into a state of no longer learning. We fall in a state of where pride arises, where we become more, looking from a top down, a higher than thou attitude. Now, coaches, many leaders, many people who are very, very genuine, they fall into this trap all the time. Why is that so? Because we believe we know the truth. And therefore, every other thing that's around us, even if we've heard it 1,000 times, we automatically reject them. That has to do with part of our cognitive biases. That has to do with part of our own little internal dialogue. How many of us actually, when we think about life, when we think about coaching, when we think about communication, that we really have this attitude of wanting the other party to teach us today? You see, the spirit of coaching is this. I want my client to teach me more about their world. It's less about me trying to show off how great of a coach I am. It's less about me trying to show off what kind of questions and how sophisticated my questions can be. But it's more about how I can be more present in the moment, how I can get the client to teach me so that the client knows that I'm here to learn as well. Bringing in my learning agility, my learning quotient in the conversation mix. And so that in the conversation, it's not one above the other, it's not one below the other, but both of us are learners in the process. You see, life, it's all about learning. It doesn't matter our age. I can learn from a 1-year-old. I can learn from an 80-year-old. Life, it's not about a place I've arrived at. Life, it's a continuous journey. Coaching, the discovery or the mastery of coaching, it's in the teachability of the heart, the teachability of the spirit. This is something that is hard to be taught, but it's easy to be caught. Catch the spirit of teachability, catch the spirit of learning, because when you can catch the spirit of teachability, what happens is this. You begin to transform your attitude towards your client. Even if you've heard about the same stories again and again and again, even if you've noticed the same patterns happening again and again and again, but you know what? Every single time when you enter the conversation, you're bringing in an unconditional positive regard for the client. You're approaching the conversation in an attitude of, graciousness, gratefulness, and you're just embracing every single moment. You're not there to judge. You're not there to show off how much you know. And you're becoming more interested in the client's conversation and being interesting. The power of a coaching conversation lies not in how much we can show off, but it lies in our ability to show up in the conversation. It lies in the ability for us, we and the clients, to show up in the conversation, to be absolutely present. And that's when the teaching moments happen. I'm not the teacher. The conversation becomes the teacher for both parties. You see, too often, many times our clients look up to us because of our professional status. But it's important for a client to know that we are in partnership. We are journeying on this journey together, exploring the unknowns, exploring the different facets of the world around us, exploring what life truly means to us. That's the beauty of coaching. One thing I love about coaching is that coaching, the more I learn about coaching, the more I explore coaching, the more and less and I really know about the world. And I begin to have this curiosity spirit to learn more. And I enjoy that so much because that moments or those moments are truly moments where it really changes lives. And I love this so much, right? So this is what I want to encourage you with. I want you to catch the spirit of teachability. How are you going to do that? Well, for one, you can try this out in your own little ways. For example, you can watch a children's show. You may say, Jedi, why should I watch a children's show? The children's shows are for children. I want you to try doing something very different, right? Many adults, when we're in the adult stage, we should read a more advanced book. No, in fact, the best leadership principles are often found in the stories, in the children book stories. The best principles for leading large organizations, systemic thinking, are often found in children's stories. In fact, I've been invited by many top leaders around the world to coach them. For one thing, I said, hey, you know what? The power of coaching lies not in what I know, but lies in the ability for me to be clear having that clarity of thought, understanding where I am and where I want to be, understanding my own personal values, principles, so that those will guide me in making every decision, and also helping me to realize that, hey, you know what? Life presents a lot of teaching moments. Have I caught them all? Or am I just chasing after the wind? Take some moments to pause and think about what we've just shared here today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. You know what? I want to engage with you. I always tell coaches, I love to create these videos for you out there because you know what? There is a story and a story worth to tell. And I really want to bring the message of coaching around the world. So help me and join me in this journey together. And I hope to see you in one of our videos really soon.